love your professional headshots that we have on the show.
I need my professional headshots.
They're really, really, really good. Hey, hi there. Happy Tuesday to everyone. We're back in LA in studio. Doesn't it feel good?
It does. It really does.
It really does. It feels nice to be back with the family.
Next 3 weeks?
Is it really?
2-3 weeks?
You don't know. Bobby Portis is back today. We will have him on. I wonder if he'll have his sunglasses on or if he's chilled out since last time.
What's today, Tuesday? No, he probably he got some sleep on
Not on Tuesday. Guys, somebody picked the Suns to win this one yesterday. So let's get to it right now.
She got half of one right.
That's weird.
She's coming in here.
The new lineup. Yeah, it worked. 109-99, no Embiid for the Sixers. Beal coming off the bench had 25. That led the team in scoring. KD with 23, Booker with 10, Paul George has 13, and Maxey with 31 points. Yeah, it was the new look lineup, so we got to get to that right now. Beal with the team high 25 points in 30 minutes off the bench. Looked great. Sometimes it's just a weird little changing of scenery. Lou, does this lineup stick? Is this temporary? What am I looking at?
Yeah, it's gonna be hard not to make a case that it's worked, right, in game one. You know, the one thing that stood out to me was the shot attempts. You know, with your big three, you got 14 shots, 15 shots, 16 shots, and now you have a balance of your offense with Brad coming off the bench. It looked like this is gonna work moving forward, and you got to give Coach Bud some credit here. He's been known to rattle some feathers sometimes when he makes different decisions on lineups, but it works. You know, he's a quality coach, and it's a hard case not to make. You know, Bradley Beal went out there and he just championed that second group. He was the guy that we thought he was. We know that he doesn't love it. Like he mentioned, you know, I hold the cards and all of this, whether you guys want to make moves or not, but this is a great case for him to make to stick around and be a Phoenix Sun for a while.
It was really interesting, too, to see the beginning of this game, the new starting lineup. They started off down 14-3, so it was almost, you know, Bradley Beal's watching that, like thinking it's somewhat comical to begin this game, and this is the big change. But they were resilient. Bradley Beal was unbelievable, and of course, I think this is going to at least stick for now. Like, do I think Bradley Beal is a bench player for the rest of his career, or if he does happen to get traded, is he going to be I think he's a starter on pretty much every team besides OKC, Boston, Cleveland, teams that are rolling that aren't going to change anything. Outside of that, Bradley Beal is a bona fide starter. This is a move that they had to make right now, given the situation that their team's in, and it worked. And if it continues to work, yeah, I don't think they change it, but I do think this is a leverage card where maybe this gives him a little more luxury, a little more freedom to kind of do that no trade clause and be a little bit more lenient on that. But this worked last night. Again, the Sixers without Joel Embiid, it's a small sample size, but this is a big win. And all these wins for Phoenix, all these games, they kind of seem like we need, like it's almost win or blow it up. You know what I mean? Like it's getting to that point for this team. So every win is big going forward for them.
Which we might be headed toward. There were some rumblings yesterday that, you know, he's got the no trade clause. Everyone keeps talking about it. He's one of two dudes that have it at the moment. Lakers, Heat, and Nuggets seem to be teams that perhaps maybe he would consider going to. Chandler, which would be the best fit of the three?
I think Denver. I think Denver would be great for him. I think they can get off Michael Porter. I think, and people are talking about the window is closing for the Denver Nugget teams, and that I think is just more rhythm and on the court. Jamal Murray struggles. It's not because of their age. They're actually in their prime. You have Jokic right now in his prime. You have Jamal Murray entering his prime. You can add a Brad Beal to that. I just feel like Miami is a lateral move. The Lakers are aging big three. It's a lateral move. I think both will be good for him, just a fresh start. I think guys sometimes need that. Coaches need that. But I think for me, the Nuggets, I think that would be a great addition for a team that already thinks that they can contend for a championship. I think this moves the needle for them. I think the other moves are kind of lateral.
I like the Lakers. You know,
really?
I've been going to bat for this for the Lakers. They need a dynamic scorer. They need somebody that's going to go out there and you know for a fact they can give you 25 to 30 points a night if it's needed. You know, Austin Reeves has been that guy, but where is it consistently? And because of, you know, when you play with a LeBron James, you play with an AD, sometimes when you're a young guy in this league, you'll kind of take a back seat to those guys and you'll kind of follow their lead. Bradley Beal is different. He's been the type A guy to be on a team where you can put the ball in his hands and he can go lead you to a bunch of wins. I don't think he would be the guy to defer to an AD or LeBron when it's needed. And so for that, I like the Lakers fit. I think the Heat doesn't really make sense. You know, on the flip side of it, if you bring a Jimmy Butler in, you start this whole process over if you're the Phoenix Suns. And so for that, if anybody, I feel like the Lakers. Denver sounds good as well. But look, like we just said, They've won their first game with him coming off the bench. It's not ideal for him, but it works. Let's see if they continue this up.
I do love that he said, I hold all the cards in this situation. It's such a cool thing to be able to say. And only 10 players in history, by the way, have had this. Is he going to be the last fringe player? The other guy's LeBron. So is he going to be the last guy that
I will
this?
say this. Future players, future stars, the Wimbies that signed the extensions in San Antonio, get a no-trade clause because you control the deck. And at the end of the day, it's a fickle league, right? You could go from having all the leverage, all the clout in your franchise in 1 year, all-star, to the next year literally being trade bait. So it happens quick in this league. You go from high to low real quick. Bradley Beal is a prime example of that. Was he a top 5, top 10 player ever? No, but his agent, I think it's Bartelstein, did a great job having this so he can control his destiny. Like, you know what I mean? So this is for future players.
There was a window where he was trending there.
100%.
Yeah.
And
how
he was
is
able to
he
pull this off.
because he was in
Only
DC
other
and he was in DC and they wanted to keep him, so you have to put in sweeteners in the deal like that to make Bradley Beal stay there and for this reason. So I think I think their teams are not going to be as gracious giving them out, but on the flip side, players get you a no trade clause.
Do we think Wemby would be the next one?
I think Wemby should get one. I think
Jokic
Luka, like Jokic, if he signs a 2 or 3 year extension, he should get one just for this reason, because things turn quickly in the league.
Kind of fascinating. I like contract talk. So this is not a back-to-back for the Sixers, and there was no Embiid because he's got a foot sprain. 21st missed game of this season so far. Last season he played in 39 total. Are we ever going to see a day again when this man plays 60 or more?
No, you've already seen it. 50% of his career, he hadn't been able to do it. And as you get older in this league, as you start to battle the injuries that Joel Embiid has been battling, you start planning as a team to fight that. And I think that's some of the reason why they tried to get ahead of the curve on this thing and just say, hey, we're not going to play in back-to-backs. We're not going to do this and that, because before this was coming up, the problem in Philadelphia was where he's never available in the playoffs.
Right.
So how do we get Joel Embiid in a situation where he's available when these games really matter? That's what they tried to accomplish with the no back-to-back thing. So, and now that his injury is getting worse and worse, you can see it. You can literally look and pass the eye test and say, this guy's not right. He's not all the way healthy. I don't see a scenario where they can get him healthy enough to play 60.
Tiếp tục mũi tiếp theo. Bây giờ sẽ siết dây lại. Đây. Siết dây lại nhé. Rồi. Gật mặt sau ra và siết tiếp. Bây giờ sẽ móc cái phần màu hồng nhạt nhé. Đây. Gỡ chút len ra để sử dụng nhé mọi người. Gỡ ra nha. Mọi người gỡ trước thì khi mình làm ấy nó sẽ không bị vướng. Rồi bây giờ sẽ móc cái phần màu hồng nhạt này vào nhé mọi người.